Hello. I guess the mic's on. Thank you very much. There are certainly a lot of people who have inspired, helped, and mentored us along the way to help us get to where we are now, and from Katie and I's perspectives, we're just getting started. First, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with my family, our land, and giving us the abilities to succeed, along with the power of faith and trust to persevere in the hard times and give me the courage to do more. Katie has been and will continue to be a fantastic partner in life and in the farm, and I love you for that. Dad, you believed in us when no one did and gave us this opportunity to build something from nothing and build it from the ground up, and it is our honor to carry the farm into the future. It's also an honor to be up here and have our names among the great pioneers of the Midwest organic farming movement. But we are also lucky to have a group of customers in our area where we come from who are willing to pay a premium for our products and recognize that what we are trying to do is good for our community and region economically, as well as our environment as a whole. And it is really our customers who deserve to be recognized. One of the first things that got Katie and I interested in growing food was Food Inc. and Fresh. And I remember Michael Pollan saying that we have a chance to change things and vote with our dollars 3 times a day. And we have customers who have supported us from the beginning and have transformed what had started as about 1/4 of an acre of vegetables in 2009 to 15 in 2017. Many hands, ideas, and personalities have gone into what our farm has developed to what it is today. We've had a lot of employees who have helped us get here, and some of them have been good, and others have been challenging. But I have a deep gratitude for what each person has contributed to the farm. For both positive and negative, we have learned and are now better because of it. Having a family dynamic has also proven to be rewarding and challenging at the same time, but at the end of the day, it brings us closer together and makes us stronger. In the road ahead, we need to all come together as a family and push forward as sisters and brothers to support each other and mentor new farmers as fathers mentor sons and daughters. A close friend of mine and mentor, Chris Blanchard, says we all do better if we all do better. And I'd also like to take a second to thank Chris for everything he has done for the organic farming community and movement with all his educational resources. Let's take a second to recognize him and give him a hand. Moses has been and will continue to be the steroids in my spring training that gives me the juice and gets me ready and strengthens me for the coming season. Everyone here is like family to me, and with uncertain times ahead, we need to gather together, lend a hand to our neighbor, however far away they may be, and do whatever it takes for organic and local to maintain its integrity, relevance, and significance. Thank you.
Hi guys. I'm going to be really selfish and take my short time in front of you to ask for a couple favors. First, there's all this talk about declining farmers market sales and CSA retention rates dropping and corporate food boxes pretending to deliver local food right to our customers' doorstep. The industrial food system just won't quit. They are trying to get a piece of this local food pie, and they are successful because they have marketing budgets and entire floors in high-rise buildings dedicated to diluting the local food message. But we have one thing that they don't have. We have the ability to connect with our customer. But my voice alone is not loud enough. I need your help connecting with our customers. I ask that you really market yourself this year and that you tell your unique story, because combined with our passion, our voice can be louder. The second thing, this is only speculation, but I believe given the current political climate that we are going to need to support organizations like Moses even more. Whether it's financially or letter writing efforts or following them on Facebook and sharing their posts or bringing a friend to this great conference next year. We need to step up our support so that they can fight for us and our needs. We need to help make their voice louder, which is why we want to give back this generous prize. and ask that you use it to continue to fight for all of us. I have no doubt that we as farmers have the endurance and the ingenuity to tackle these two tasks. I am honored to stand up here in front of all of you, my respected peers, and ask you all for help. Thank you.
Well, I'm very proud of my kids, and I'm very proud of everybody that's associated with PrairiErth Farm. And it's been an honor and a privilege to have interns who've come out to the farm. It's been a privilege to have some of the finest young people I've ever met that came to PrairiErth Farm over the years and have gone on to do better and bigger things on their own. That I think if any one thing I can think of that stands out most as a privilege and an honor, it would be that. You know, I suppose that we see things through the lens of our life experiences. When I was a child growing up, most all farms were small, diversified, mostly organic. Neighbors were close by. We traded labor. We shared the use of machinery. We chased each other's cows back in. We had community. We socialized together. We went to church together. We shared the joys and sorrows of life together. That was the way it was. Throughout my adult life, I witnessed the slow-motion destruction of that community. Of course, all in the name of profit and progress. But I watched as our fields, our farmsteads, and whole towns were ground to dust by the glacier of industrial monocultures. But today, when I stand here looking out at you, I see a new emerging community. Organic farmers healing the land, chefs starting farm-to-fork restaurants, new farmers markets, new cooperative grocery stores, and food hubs, mills, all this infrastructure being built. And I've come to appreciate the value of research and education through organizations like Moses, or Extension, community colleges, universities. And I've watched as advocacy groups could weave this fabric of community together. And this is going to continue to thrive, I assure you, regardless of what happens in Washington, D.C. So, get up every morning, pull on whatever kind of boots you wear, fix those mistakes that happened yesterday, and dream up some crazy new ideas for tomorrow. And I promise you that one of these days you're going to look back over your shoulder and see we really did change the world. Thank you, Barb, for nominating us. Thank you, Moses, for this incredible award. Thank you all. I'm sorry. Yes, I would like to introduce my youngest son, Graham. That's him. He's a sophomore in high school, and he raises pigs on the farm every year. He has a pig project, I think, for 6 years now, right? He started when he was illegal, see? John Williams, an important part of our farm operation, manages all kinds of things. What kind of things do you manage?
Post-harvest.
Post-harvest, pre-harvest, something to do with everything. John's always there fixing everything. And, of course, Tom Placonin is our bee guy. He manages all the bees on the farm. I don't know anything about bees, but I like having bees, so we have to have Tom. And he's also an important part of the farm. Congratulations. Well, you're very welcome, and thank you.